Losing weight isn't your problem. And until you understand that, you're going to keep chasing solutions that don't work because you keep trying to fix something that was never broken. You don't struggle to lose weight. You struggle to live in a way that keeps it off. That's the truth. And most people don't want to hear that because that means it's not about finding the right plan. It's about becoming the person who can actually follow one. You've lost weight before. Diet, cut carbs, more cardio, eat less. You know the formula, so why doesn't it last? Because the moment life gets real, your structure disappears. And when structure disappears, chaos takes over. That's the real problem. Not weight loss, chaos. Unplanned meals, emotional eating, all or nothing thinking, starting strong, then disappearing. No system, no structure, no consistency. And then you tell yourself, this is hard. No, it's unmanaged. There's a difference. Because hard would imply you're doing the right things consistently and not getting results. That's not what's happening. What's happening is this. You're making decisions in the moment based on how you feel, and your feelings are running the entire process. You feel motivated, you're locked in. You feel stressed, you're off track. You feel tired, you skip. You feel overwhelmed, you quit. That's not a nutrition problem, that's a system problem. Because without systems, you default to comfort, and comfort does not produce change. So what do most people do? They double down on intensity, more restriction, more rules, more extremes, thinking that's what's missing. But all that does is increase the gap between what you can do and what you actually will do consistently. And that gap, that's where people live. Starting, stopping, restarting over and over again. So let's fix the real problem, not with another plan, but by removing the chaos. Because when you remove chaos, you create clarity, and clarity leads to execution. Here's what that actually looks like. You stop guessing. You don't wake up asking, what am I eating today? You already know. Not perfectly, not rigidly, but intentionally. You build repeatable meals, protein-anchored, foods you enjoy, easy to prepare, not something new every day, something you can actually stick to. You stop skipping meals and expecting control later. You fuel early so you're not fighting cravings at night. You stop treating weekends like they don't count, because they do. You train to build, not punish. You focus on strength, structure, progression, not just sweating and hoping it cancels things out. And most importantly, you make decisions ahead of time, so you're not negotiating in the moment, because the moment is where you lose. Not because you're weak, but because you're unprepared. That's the shift. And it's simple, not easy, but simple. And that's where people get stuck, because simple removes the excuses. Simple removes the noise. Simple puts the responsibility right back on you. So instead of leaning into it, people go back to chase chaos. New plan, new diet, new this time will be different, but nothing actually changes because they never changed the system. That's why my coaching is different. I don't overwhelm you. I don't layer on more rules. I simplify everything down to what actually moves the needle and what you can repeat when life gets busy, stressful, and imperfect. Because if it only works on your best days, it doesn't work. You need something that works on your worst days, when you're tired, when you're stressed, when you don't feel like it. That's where consistency is built. And consistency is the only thing that creates sustainability. Not motivation, not intensity, consistency. So if you feel stuck, stop asking, what's the best diet? And start asking, where is my life chaotic? Where am I unplanned? Where am I reacting instead of deciding? Where am I relying on willpower instead of structure? Because that's the real problem. And once you fix that, everything else gets easier. Not because the work changed, but because you did. Cut the chaos, simplify the system, and you'll stop starting over. Because losing weight was never the issue. Living in a way that keeps it off, that's what actually matters.